The Roy Hall Driven Foundation might be best described in just 3 words.
Can you give us a 1, 2, 3? It's about people.
Indianapolis Colts wide receiver and former Ohio State Buckeye Roy Hall explains.
I'm trying to help everybody as much as possible, and eventually my foundation will be big enough to where I can help anybody that I want to. And that's my vision, that's my goal, and that's where I feel like we're going.
Driven is a word that accurately describes Roy Hall's work ethic. It's a personality trait that he says he learned from his mother at a very early age.
When I think of my foundation, I always think of my mom, because she is the ultimate example of what it takes to succeed on any level. You know, my mom raised me as a single mom with my sister. I've seen her go through financial struggles. I've seen her, have to bounce a check, or seen her not eat, or seen her have to walk to work because she didn't have a car, and seen her have to pay such and such money for a babysitter. All the principles of Driven are in her heart.
Those principles include having college as a destination, overcoming roadblocks, maintaining integrity and values, and eliminating negative influences in life. These Cleveland, Ohio area high school football players are getting a first-hand look at what Driven is all about.
Appreciate you guys coming out to the 2nd annual Roy Hall Football Skills Camp.
Every year, Roy's Foundation holds a football skills camp for players at different programs from all around the city, right here where it all started for this Cleveland, Ohio native at Roy's alma mater, Brush High School.
Come on through here. You tap.
This football skills camp is a great opportunity for these student athletes to learn the game from some of the best players in the NFL and some of those who have played major college football, in most cases at The Ohio State University. But this camp is about much more than just football.
Understand that this is just not about football. In between our drills, we're going to have breaks where I'm going to have some of my coaches speak to you about the fundamentals of life also.
We got guys here from the University of Toledo. They went to Youngstown State, Mount Union. So when you bring all of these guys together, we all got one thing in common, which is teamwork.
The coaches for this camp also include 2 Super Bowl champions from the Cleveland area who remember all too well what it's like to be in these young players' shoes.
They look at us and all, we look at them and all, because we remember we were there once before. I remember being a high school sophomore, junior, and realizing my dreams of being an NFL player in 5 to 6 years.
I'm a guy who was out here doing the same kind of thing, not that long ago. Being a local kid, I played just in my rival high schools, and just for them to see that a guy who is going through the same struggles, living in the same community, going to the same schools that they go to, can end up at the summit.
They know what it's like, so you can understand, you can relate to them more than any other person. They're like the bigger figures. You've been watching them, you've seen them go through school as kids, and you see how big they've gotten from what they've done, so you definitely got more respect for them.
That's a good job.
Cleveland native and Buffalo Bills standout safety Dante Whitner is also here. His inspirational story of overcoming what he calls major obstacles early in his life is exactly what Driven is all about.
I was 6 years old. I was hit by a car, broke both legs. Single-parent household, grew up on the east side of Cleveland, and still went on to become #1 defensive back in high school football. Come out number 8 pick in the NFL draft overall. So, I think I have a special story for all these kids.
This is a summer football camp, but as you can see, the enthusiasm on display here is already in mid-season form. The Driven Foundation also holds a special celebrity basketball game every year at Brush, where the proceeds from the game benefit the athletic department and the many causes the Driven Foundation supports. This game happened the same day as the football skills camp. This was a picture-perfect night, custom-made for taking snapshots, getting autographs, and winning prizes from the stars themselves. Show me what you got.
I got a Roy Hall jersey. It's great. I love seeing NFL players play basketball and all the trick plays and stuff.
The trick plays were only part of the story on this night. This celebrity basketball game quickly turned into a slam dunk fest that kept the crowd around all the way to the end.
Oh, you gotta get them out of there.
Former Buckeye Heisman Trophy winner and Baltimore Raven quarterback Troy Smith was among the more popular players on the court. When Roy called to see if his Buckeye buddy could make it, Troy says it was an immediate no-brainer.
When he called, it was easy for me to just say, no doubt, I'll be there for you.
What do you think of his foundation, reaching out to so many different communities?
That's what it's about. Any and everything that has something to do with the kids, you got to be there for, because in the future, they are us.
The D.R.I.V.E.N Foundation raises scholarship money for male and female student athletes, but also supports causes that have nothing to do with sports. It raises money to help distribute supplies that promote literacy, delivers food to 3,000 or so men, women, and children in need, provides Thanksgiving dinner to diverse populations, and gives families an opportunity to celebrate gift-giving during the Christmas holiday. In short, it supports all kinds of causes that positively impact the lives of countless people in the Cleveland, Columbus, and Indianapolis areas.
I don't limit myself to one cause. Some people say, that can hurt you, but I feel like it can help me because I can reach more people.
Reaching more people is Roy's ultimate goal. Just how far his foundation will reach is really anybody's guess. But based on the success he says he's been blessed with so far, don't be surprised if it exceeds everyone's expectations, including those closest to him.
I expected him to help people after football. I never imagined that during his career he would start his own foundation, that he would be so involved with young people, but I'm so happy. I couldn't be more proud.
God puts us in certain places and positions to be able to make an impact on different individuals' lives. For me, that platform is football. That's the reason why we're here, to just make an impact on another person's life, to share your blessings and your faith with another person. I want to leave my legacy with my foundation, not in sport. This is something that will be going on when I'm long gone. People are going to understand what we stand for, what we're about.
Destination.
Roadblock.
Integrity. Values.
Eliminate.
Negotiate.